Whatever the adventure, there's a BMW engineered to take it on. The X3 delivers a striking design with agile performance. The 100% electric i4 packed with pure electric energy. Or the plug-in hybrid X5, an impressive, versatile SUV granting full control on every journey. Choose what powers your next adventure during the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers through January 2nd. Visit BMWUSA.com for details.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Ooh, somebody's getting fired.
It's Shawn Windsor.
You're having a Christmas
podcast
tonight?
So it's not a Christmas
podcast.
It's a non-denominational holiday mixer. More inclusive.
Well, whatever you call it, it's not happening.
All right, it's canceled.
Hey, idiot, I'm looking right at you.
Okay, we're not doing it. We'll still do it.
This podcast is failing. I'm shutting you down.
You got to give us a little bit of time to turn this around.
All right. If by some miracle you can
Get listeners to donate through Patreon.
your jobs are safe,
Done. You'll see. You're gonna look so stupid.
Then we'll finally have something in common.
God damn it! She's so mean.
You asked it around, get a choice around my face. It's gone. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. That is not paid for by them. That is paid for by the people of Detroit.
you might be qualified in there.
I'm not qualified for this job. Let me tell you something. You want to go right now? Okay? You want to go right now? Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Thanks for joining us on this hallowed eve as we convene together. We have left our families and joined in fellowship. Not like the baby elephant walk or the human caterpillar, none of that creepy stuff, or like that scene in the last season of The Boys in the
sauna.
In the sauna. Still trying to get that out of my head, but we're here together.
It's a nice thing to watch with the family, the boys.
Mary, Mark, Santa Shawn, and just your old pal.
The Grinch.
Okay, I set myself up for that. But that's true. I'm a terrible, terrible gift receiver. So please, if you haven't sent me anything yet, don't.
Cash. Just send them cash.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I sound like a broken record telling
Through
you that all the
Patreon.
time. Yeah.
You could become a member of the Soulmates this Christmas. Maybe that's also your New Year's resolution. But you know who did send us some cash? It keeps us coming back every week. Luke Nowacki, who can help you prepare for a more secure future. And the Caju Cafe, who, if you are looking for a good time, we got it right there on the east side. Everybody is welcome to my side of town to come and convene and be convivial at the Caju Cafe. And I think that's all the C words I can fit into that sentence. But before we tell you how you can take advantage of those services and how you can join the Soulmates, which is our Patreon supporters group, we wanted to take a look at some of the great holiday movies and maybe a few clinkers out there, because we know you can watch It's a Wonderful Life anytime. You may be watching it right now, or somebody in your house has it on in the background.
Do you miss the days when that just ran on regular TV nonstop all the time? Do you remember that when it used to? I mean, now everything streams, so everything's at the drop. You know, anything you want, you can get it all the time.
It was like the Shawshank Redemption of holiday movies. I stopped and watched it,
I love it.
several years ago.
So great.
It really is good. And when I was at Fox 2, we did a parody version called It's a Quanderful Life.
I remember that,
where we talked about what Detroit would be like if Kwame Kilpatrick was never born. And the short answer was better. But,
what a shock.
But yeah, what can I tell you?
Hey, so you have kids. Do they watch it?
I think they have watched it. Yeah, I think
they weren't just turned off by it because it's an old black and white. I mean, I think it's got to be 100 years old now, or close to 100 years old.
It's quite old. I think it's from the late 30s, early 40s, right? It's Frank Capra, so that's got to be like, and his big brother came back, I think, from World War II, so it's got to be,
all right,
or at least he came back from the war overseas. So yeah, I'm thinking it's probably mid to late 40s, but yeah, I think they like it. They like stuff like that. They're probably more into anime Christmas stuff, or maybe the Charlie Brown stuff or the
every time I ask my
the
girls to
Rankin and Bass ones.
sit and watch something that I love from the past, they just look at it and go, "That's old." I'm like, well, don't be dismissive of it just because it's old. It doesn't make it good because it's old, but don't just dismiss it.
1946.
Oh, thank you.
Would they like it better if it was colorized? Ted Turner doing his thing?
94%, by the way, on Rotten Tomatoes. So 6%
Don't like it.
don't like it.
It's probably because it's old and it's in black and white. Although I do point out to my children that, that Grinch movie that's 34 minutes that you like, that's old too. That's been around for a while. And so is that Rudolph one. I mean, all of them are old. And then they point out that, no, they just like the new Grinch movie.
Oh, with Jim Carrey?
No, there's been one since.
I was going to say, because now the Jim Carrey movie is an old Grinch movie.
Yes, yeah, but there's a new one that's animated and Benedict Cumberbatch plays the voice of the Grinch. It actually is really good, but I prefer the original.
The original is tough to beat, and Dr.
It's such
Seuss,
a good
of course.
story.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, for the purpose of our discussion, I want to rule out the short ones. The Frosty the Snowman,
yeah.
Rudolph, of course, I like because
I gotta say this. Frosty sucks. It is not good. It is not entertaining, and the story makes
Happy New Year.
I hate Happy Birthday.
Happy Birthday. Yeah, whatever it is.
I hate it with a passion.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just had to get that off my chest. Right, Shawn?
Well, that's
right.
That's the spirit of the season.
Shawn, did your boys, would they watch an old movie or will they just dismiss it because it's old?
I think they went to the Michigan Theater in Ann Arbor one year to see It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, good.
They always show.
What good children. What good parents they must have.
Well, he just dropped them off.
Well, no, I don't know that I went. I think it was
right.
Yeah.
He and Ann went to go see a skin flick in
I
Ipsy.
think it was Ann and a bunch of some other family. Yeah.
A Christmas skin flick?
Yeah, Hung by the Chimney with Care, I think it was called, something like that. But
a Christmas oral?
Yeah. An oral history of Christmas.
Right, Shawn?
Wait till you see Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Home
Starring
Alone?
Tara Reid.
Will they watch Home Alone?
They haven't seen that in a long time, I don't think.
Worst movie ever.
Oh, really?
Hate it.
Why?
I just hate the kid. I
Tolkien?
I hate senseless, like Three Stooges type violence, which is all that's going on in there. And the kid is not likable. I totally understand why the parents left him behind.
I don't think it's a good movie, but I like watching it because my kids just laugh their asses off at the slapstick stuff.
Oh, I would have left him behind with the gas oven on and the door open.
Jesus.
Wow.
Did it just get dark? Sorry.
Yeah.
I also don't like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh my God. I cannot believe you said that because this is something Jim Bentley and I have talked about for a long, long time is we don't understand why that movie is so beloved. I don't get it. I don't think it's that funny.
No.
And I love the first Christmas.
The first vacation was
phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The moose says you're closed.
Yeah, exactly.
I say you're open.
It's such a good movie on so many levels.
Anything with Beverly D'Angelo.
I love that movie, but I did not like Christmas Vacation. I don't know what it is, but it means so much to so many people. People love that flick.
I think it's because it almost seems like a documentary, depending on what your family's like.
But isn't that kind of a tired old trope? The family that's just crazy.
Oh yeah,
for a movie.
Yeah, well, and they didn't invent it either, so it's pretty bad. So yeah, no, I don't like that one. I like some very non-traditional Christmas movies. I think are among my favorites.
Like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
What's that?
Robert Downey Jr.
That's a Christmas movie?
My sister got me an autographed copy of that. I think it was autographed by Val Kilmer. I just did not like that movie that much. I do like voiceovers, unlike people who, like Harrison Ford, who thinks narration ruins movies.
What about Gremlins?
Hated it.
That's kind of a Christmas movie.
Hated it.
Yeah, it is. No, I would consider that. I mean, the best
Die Hard.
I was just say the best Christmas movie that's quote unquote not a that people argue about is Die Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard is.
What about Less Than Zero?
Wait, what do you mean? You don't like Die Hard?
Not a huge fan, but
yeah, I like Die Hard.
I mean,
they're so great.
I like it. I like it more as I've gotten older. Actually,
yeah.
For some reason,
the third one's the best one, but yeah.
Is that the one they filmed in New Hampshire with the airplane?
The third one was Samuel. That's the second one.
That was the second one.
The third one
was
was
Sam Jackson in New York City. It's by far. I want to watch it today, man.
Oh damn!
I'll tell you what my second favorite Christmas movie is ever. Bad Santa.
Yeah, it's.
I love Bad Santa. It's just it's great.
It's a guilty pleasure for sure, but not one to put on
Couldn't be me today.
with the kids.
Do you have I am sorry. Remember when when Lauren Graham and Billy Bob Thornton are getting it on in a car? He's got the Santa hat on, and she says, "I'm sorry, I have a thing for Santa." He's like, "That's okay, I have a thing for titties."
That is a great line. So simple. And that beard, and then how he is portrayed reminds me of another movie that's a Christmas movie, but not really a Christmas movie. Is Trading Places.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what?
Yeah. Which
Yes, that would make
That is
my
kind
top
of a,
10.
that is kind of
sure.
a Christmas movie.
But it
It
popped
is.
in my head because of the bad Santa, and thinking of when Aykroyd was dressed as Santa. And he's got that ham and he's eating it, and it's in the beard.
And then he
salmon,
puts the
right?
salmon. It's just
Salmon.
like, dude.
No, what Bad Santa? Who's the
Friday man bleeds on the inside. That's the best line in the whole
You know
movie.
what? Bernie Mac is in Bad Santa.
Oh, wow.
It was great. And John Ritter, who
God rest their souls.
one of the more underrated comic actors, I think, of the last 40 years. But
Totally stole the show in Sling Blade. He was awesome in Sling Blade.
John Ritter's reaction when Billy Bob Thornton's talking about anal sex and all this, just how uncomfortable he is.
Christmas.
Yeah. There's a Billy Bob Thornton line about that, which I'm not going to repeat.
No, what is it?
When he's having conjugal relations in the stall with that woman.
Yeah.
He says something, you're never going to do this right for like a week or something.
I'm not going to shit right for a week.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Thank you, Sean.
That probably was not on her wish list, but there it was.
No, who was the little fella too?
Maybe we should talk about Rudolph and Frosty.
Who was the little fella in Bad Santa?
I don't know the name.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I can picture him. I think everybody knows what he
He's
looks
been in a lot of stuff. He's been in some
And Bernie Mac's
some
telling them they're
Fairly Brother movies.
Yeah, they're hatching a plan
Tony Cox
for the robbery.
Yeah.
And he wants him to reach up to get something. He's like, "I'm 3 foot tall, you dick."
Now, have you ever seen Bad Santa 2? Because I don't think anybody has seen Bad Santa 2.
No, but you got to admit, when Bad Santa came out, it was subversive in a really great way.
Yep, it was brilliant for that.
So we're just doing Christmas movies because I think the best holiday movie ever, bar none, was Halloween.
Really?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wait, we're kind of getting out of the holiday season.
But yeah,
you can go back to Thanksgiving, but maybe not Halloween.
I was going to say the best Halloween movie is still The Nightmare Before Christmas, which isn't a Christmas movie. It's a Halloween movie. Do you know
I saw that on many lists of the best Christmas movies. Yes, in fact, I think Esquire and maybe Better Housekeeping or something, which I looked at online. My subscription lapsed a long time ago. I think they had it in like their top 10.
I just love that film.
Do you guys miss the days, though, speaking of Christmas and just the holiday season, do you miss the days when Hollywood saved a lot of its best? I mean, so you had the summer movies, and then the other big movies of the year came out in early December.
Yeah, well, they still
sometimes
do that.
maybe even mid-December, and they were and you'd go, and the theaters would be packed, and there'd be lines out the door. And
yeah, because you had Christmas dinner early, and they're like, "What are we going to do?" And now we have games on Christmas, which I don't think we did.
Go to a movie. Yeah, we go to a movie on Christmas Day. Ann and I.
Oh wow, that's an interesting thing. Then, so is the NFL going to destroy that industry on Christmas Day? I mean, why go to the movies when you could sit and watch the NFL?
I think. I mean, obviously, streaming has changed everything, but COVID sort of expedited it.
Yeah, but look at look at the Thanksgiving weekend where Wicked and Gladiator 2 came out, and then Moana came out, Moana 2, and just shattered everything.
Yeah, but Wicked is setting records, isn't it, of some kind?
Moana set a record, 225 million in 5 days. I saw it. I was in the theater for that.
Oh.
Yeah, have you seen Wicked?
No, I've never seen it on stage. The fact that it's almost 3 hours, it's kind of a turnoff. And it's only
podcast.
And it's only the first part, right? The second part comes out next year.
Yeah,
that one's going to be the one that's going to break all the records because people.
I'm trying to remember the last fun experience I had going to you know what? The first reboot of Star Wars, the J.J. Abrams one, what was that called?
The Force Awakens?
I think The Force Awakens. That came out, I remember.
The Nerds Await?
That came out, I'm trying to remember, because my mother, I want to say my mother just died when we came, and I'm sorry to say that, but sometimes you remember things in that way. And I remember walking out of that movie. Maybe it was because she died a couple of months earlier, and I associate that. I went to see the original as a kid in the 70s with her, and it just, that particular one, The Force Awakens, was more like the original than any of the others, right? It just, there was a very nostalgic feeling around that movie, and that movie was a huge cultural event in a way that the Jar Jar Binks reboot, Zero in 2000, were not. And I associate
that movie.
I associate that movie with Christmas. That Force Awakens with that kind of, yeah.
Huh. I wouldn't necessarily. Have you ever seen the Star Wars Christmas special?
No.
Oh,
not,
the Ewoks?
I mean, not the movie itself.
No, I know, but I'm just saying
the experience of going to that movie and when it, because it was released. Maybe it was released in late November. I can't remember exactly. I thought it was this December, but who knows?
Let me look this up because Star Wars.
I think that was with the Ewoks. I think it was right.
I want to say it was before that. I'm talking late 70s when only the first.
Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, like where Luke and Leia are singing, and there's they're warming themselves by a laser fire or something.
1978, and it has constantly been panned as one of the worst like TV specials of all time because
this was a big deal. Is people would try and get their franchises a special bump at Christmas where you'd have, Bob Hope would do something with the troops, and then maybe the Muppets would have a Christmas special, or there'd be some variety show that had a special thing. This used to be a big programmed event. I mean, it's certainly a very commercial event, but it does seem like there isn't as much filmed Christmas stuff.
Did you see The Force Awakens, Mike? Are you even a Star Wars guy?
Is that the one where Anakin Skywalker, they go meet him on the desert planet and he's racing whatever the little thing?
No. It's the reboot with Daisy Ridley and
and BB-8.
They bring Harrison Ford back.
No, Jar Jar finished me. That was it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing out, man.
I thought The Force Awakens was great.
I think all those three are the best. The best is Rogue One, which is just an off.
Rogue One is great.
Yeah, it's just a really, really good movie. Really well done. There's some spoilers in there too.
It's terrific.
So
what are your favorites? Any favorite?
We're talking Star Wars. We're doing Christmas.
Do you have a definitive favorite?
Well, I kind of want to. I'll base it on what I want to see right now, and I kind of want to see Trading Places right now. But as far as the traditional Christmas movies, if I were to sit down and watch something, oh boy, this is gonna sound really soft. But one movie that always reminds me of the Christmas season, it's kind of Christmas related, is The Sound of Music, because my mom used to watch all the time, and I still watch it. And
what's the Christmas connection there?
Isn't there a big Christmas scene? I don't know. Maybe it was just always on at Christmas. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
Well, so this is an interesting point with holiday movies. Do you count a movie as a Christmas movie or a holiday movie because it has a Christmas scene, like Edward Scissorhands? Is that a Christmas movie? Is that a holiday?
See, I would say no.
Okay, it shows up on a lot of lists.
I mean, right here, it shows. There's a lot of people asking, why is Sound of Music a Christmas thing? So I guess there is no Christmas in it, but it had just always aired.
Wait, who's asking?
This is on Reddit.
The people.
Nice.
Less Than Zero. Is that a holiday movie? They come home.
That's more of a cocaine
from the holidays.
Movie,
yeah, and I think maybe heroin. But they come home for the holidays and they get together, as many people do. I mean, I still remember coming home for that first holiday after I went to college, and it was just strange. I was coming home, but I wasn't coming back to what I had left, or maybe I wasn't the person who had left.
That's an interesting thought, Mike. I associate that Robert De Niro, Sean Penn were their priests or monks.
Yeah.
As a Christmas movie for some reason. It's not really, but I saw it, I think, on Christmas Day.
The hell's the name of that movie? Were No Angels?
Yeah.
Oh,
good
God.
Memory.
There's a remake of a French movie, which was not a good French movie.
And what was the name of that movie?
I think it's Nous sommes les anges. But
I just knew you wanted to speak.
I think Humphrey Bogart was in that.
Really?
I think so.
I do want to point out there is a Christmas scene after in The Sound of Music, after the Von Trapp family escapes the Nazis. They exchange Christmas gifts.
So that is your
favorite? Where they said we're dreaming of a white and blonde and blue-eyed Christmas?
Maybe.
Is that the Nazi connection to? So it's really a Nazi Christmas movie. Who wouldn't?
I think, Shawn, it's the movie that I think when I think of Christmas, I think of that personally, but not really as a Christmas movie. Like would never expect other people to feel that way, just because I know it always runs now. I think it's for years run on one of the networks during Christmas because it's cheap and they can just throw it on for 3 hours. Oh, and it's kind of corny but yet endearing.
Christopher Plummer hated that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Dick.
I loved Christopher Plummer.
He's great in Knives Out. I think that was his last role, maybe.
Was it? Yeah.
Very good.
See, he was
not
great
a Christmas movie.
Syriana, he was great in.
I can't believe we made it this far.
Also not a Christmas
and no one has mentioned Elf. Because
no. I was just about to say,
pretty damn good.
That's by far my favorite Christmas movie. I was just about to say that. Darn, you stole my thunder.
Sorry.
We should probably do a roll call. I mean, I think we all agree It's a Wonderful Life, great movie, right? Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen Miracle on 34th Street?
Not in years because it was stupid.
Okay. I saw it a long time ago on Channel 56, and I thought it was great. Meet Me in St. Louis. You ever see that?
I've never even heard of that.
White Christmas with Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
So that's kind of that movie's fun for the weird nostalgia of old Hollywood, right?
Yeah, what's the early 80s Christmas class?
And knowing that at home, Bing Crosby's kids are like, thank God he's shooting a movie because we hate him.
A little blonde.
Really?
Christmas Story?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's got to be top 10.
Yeah, that was
a phenomenal movie.
That was a very popular
Elf, obviously top 10.
Yeah, to me, Elf is it's Elf and It's a Wonderful Life. But to me, Elf is the tone of Elf is pitch perfect, and it's so hard to achieve that. It's so hard to write like that and act like that. There's a tiny bit of slapstick. It's obviously very funny. It's subversive a little bit. It's surprising.
Is Tony Cox in that too?
It's surprising. No, the Game of Thrones.
Dinklage.
Oh, because he's the author. Yeah, he is great.
He is. Yeah, and then there's a little bit of
how he misidentifies him as an elf.
There's some absurdity. Then there's shocking, not shocking, but surprising moments of tenderness when he goes when Will Ferrell, the elf, goes down into the basement in the mailroom and befriends a guy who's just gotten out of prison.
Yeah.
And there's an exchange between them that's weird, not weirdly, it's just moving in an unexpected way. And there are little moments like that throughout the whole film. And then there are awesome moments like when the elf goes into the diner and says world's greatest cup of coffee out and he walks in, he's like, you did it, you created it, congratulations. And then they pan to the guys working behind the counter who are looking at him like, what the fuck is
What's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
It's just
Will Ferrell does a tremendous job being the most guileless person on the face of the earth, and I love the scenes in the mailroom when they're drinking and doing the Russian dancing and everything.
Or we're not even talking about in some ways the guy steals the show. Faison, he's the manager in the department store.
Oh, the big guy, yeah.
6 inches, honey. 6 inch ribbons, honey. There's a great exchange when the elf says Christmas is my favorite, and he's like, make work your favorite. Work's your favorite. Work's your favorite. It's just over and over and over.
Another one, and I don't know why this one doesn't get more attention, but Scrooged. Do you guys like Scrooge?
Oh, with Bill Murray?
Yeah,
I did.
Take on Dickens.
Like
you didn't care for that?
No, I think I saw it at Eastland, and it just was kind of disappointing.
Okay.
Because I have very high expectations of Bill Murray.
Yeah, no, that was really hyped, that movie. Can I just say one other quick thing about Elf? And this is in general for me.
Take your time.
It's
the holidays.
For me, for movies in general, or just any kind of experience where storytelling or anything like that, even sporting events sometimes. But I wasn't a huge Will Ferrell fan when that movie came out, and my wife wasn't at all. But those were the days my boys were young, and I would take them to things thinking, okay, I'll suffer and sit through them, knowing that they're going to find some of the slapstick funny. Sure. It's just what you do. And so I had no expectation, and I went into that movie with Jake and Sam, and it knocked me out. And I got home and I said, I just saw the best Christmas movies I've ever seen, and one of the best comedies I've seen in a long time. And it just what I just was talking about with the tone, and then she saw it, and then since that year, we've watched it on Christmas Eve.
It became a tradition
every single year, and I see that it's by far the number one streaming. I mean, it's replaced to me. It's a Wonderful Life for people of a certain age. I think it's
probably. Because it's on,
It speaks
millennials.
And it was made by somebody who's Jewish, right? It's which is sort of Jon Favreau, which is kind of
I forgot.
Which is kind of interesting too. But it just it's to me it's become the Christmas movie.
What's your favorite Hanukkah movie?
I'm not sure why. That's a good question.
Can you name a Hanukkah movie?
Elfberg.
8 Crazy Nights. That's the only one I can think of.
8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah, the Sandler cartoon. That's the only one. It's the only one I can think of.
What about Just Friends? Have you ever seen that with Ryan
Love
Reynolds?
that movie. Yes, and Anna Faris.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that movie about a month ago. Yeah, that's
such a great movie.
I think I just like, because going to college for me was such a defining.
Did you lose a lot of weight?
No, I gained weight, actually. I when I went to college, I think it was like 6'130".
Because Ryan Reynolds lost a lot of weight in that movie, right? His character.
Yeah, that was the thing, is he came home and he felt like he was a different person, you know, and I always felt when I went home, I was a different person than the person who had left. Now, I wasn't trying to recapture some old girlfriend or something like that, but I love that movie because he comes back and it's, you know, it's like, what is this place? Who am I? What's going on? It's a really cool movie. I think it's a Christmas movie, but I think the only Christmas thing about it is it happens at that time of year,
Yeah,
right?
because they come home. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's the bad guy, so to speak? The ambulance driver who plays sort of a smarmy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for Just Friends. Let me look it up because that's going to.
It almost has like a Back to the Future feel where you come back and, you know, Biff isn't the big guy anymore. You know,
Yeah, Anna Faris. But who's the other
By the way,
lead?
it's described as a Christmas romantic comedy.
Okay,
movie.
who's the other lead though?
Chris Klein. No, Chris Klein.
Yeah, he's the bad guy, right? Who's the other gal who they end
Amy
up together?
Smart. What happened to Amy?
Yeah,
Smart?
that's what I was trying to think of.
Smart. Doesn't she? I think she lives in Michigan, by the way. Amy Smart.
Really?
I thought Fred Claus was fun when I took that with the boys with
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
It's on our Wikipedia page there, ML.
Out.
Amy Smart married Carter Oosterhouse and now they live in Traverse City, Michigan.
Paul Giamatti's in that.
Okay.
Fred Claus wasn't bad.
What about Love Actually? I know that's controversial. Some people think it's the worst holiday movie ever. Others think
not
it's
for me.
Really.
I don't really care for it.
No, because I expect too much out of the Brits. They make such cutting, biting stuff, and to make something that saccharine, it's like an American. It's an American version of a British movie. It's kind of
So now it does have one of the great all-time Christmas actors of all time in it, Billy Bob Thornton, who plays the American president, who Hugh Grant has to stand down when he's trying to get out.
I'd rather watch 4 weddings and a funeral. Anyway,
But
to me, it's a much.
Liam Neeson, though, he's so sad. You know, I mean, it's such a poignant performance, and I love Bill Nighy, the old
like him
rocker
too.
who's trying to get his song at the top of the charts. Just like, look, it's crap. Everything I've done is crap. But wouldn't it be cool if just for once the old guy, you know, kind of shows up all the punks and the teens and all the pre-packaged garbage.
What about Santa Claus? I mean, the Tim Allen Enterprise.
Yeah,
right?
they're okay.
What about Christmas with the Cranks?
What about Jingle All the Way with Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
What about the 4 Christmases? That was sort of fun with.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Was that Reese Witherspoon and?
Oh wait, is it 4 Rings?
No, 4 Christmases.
4 Christmases?
Is that Vince Vaughn again?
Oh,
you're right. It is 4 Christmases. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, it's
John Favreau.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see
What about Legally
While You Were
Blonde?
Sleeping?
What's that?
Yeah,
Bill Pullman
I'm a sucker for that movie, Mikey.
and Sandra
Bullock.
Yeah, so
I'm a sucker for that movie.
I like it too.
Looks
I
soft.
really-
What do you like about it?
it's just
the right tone.
yeah, it's just kind of a sweet movie. You know, it's not over the top. There are no sort of really. I mean, it just feels like a tale. You know,
I don't think I like.
does.
I don't
And
think
there's
I
some-
like any Sandra Bullock films.
No, but some of the character actors in that are great. The guy from Heaven Can Wait,
Jack Warden.
Jack. No, pull up.
I just had it. Yeah. Bill Pullman, Peter Gallagher, Peter Boyle. That's probably
Peter Boyle for one, and then
Yeah, he was not in Heaven Can Wait, but
no Peter Boyle, and then who else?
Jack Warden.
Yeah, Jack
Yeah,
Warden.
Alex,
Sorry.
right.
yeah,
sorry.
he
Mike.
was the coach.
Yeah. He's so some of those characters are great in this.
And Peter Gallagher's the bad guy, right?
He is.
I love that.
He is.
He's really good at when he's
That's a
bad
fun
guy.
movie.
Like in American Beauty, when he's the king.
Mm-hmm.
Do you love the king effing you?
American Beauty, is that where they masturbate in the shower? That's a nice Christmas scene too.
I was going to say it sounds like the Free Press locker room. No, this was that's the one where Kevin Spacey has a midlife crisis.
He masturbates in the shower in that movie.
I missed that part.
I wiped it from my memory,
and they show it.
He probably wanted it,
and he
demanded that
it was startling. That's why it sticks with you. You know.
I'm sorry, I was just focusing on Sandra Bullock's films. I don't think I like any of her movies other than
Speed. Speed is fun.
Speed is stupid.
Oh, Speed was fun when it came out.
Bird Box is terrible.
Kind of new. What else do we like about it?
I love Speed.
Gravity
this bus is going too fast. We've got to slow this bus down.
Not bad.
Crash is
Keanu
terrible.
Reeves bravura performance.
Crash is terrible. The Blind Side is terrible. The Net is terrible.
I thought The Net was kind of fun.
No, all her movies suck. Blanket statement.
With the exception of While You Were Sleeping.
There's a dog here. Christmas dog.
Just a little elf. He's like the dog in The Grinch. You just put some antlers on him. Max, wasn't it?
You got it, yeah. That's the best one, period. I'm going to stay. We started with that. I'm going to stick with that.
With what?
The original Grinch That Stole Christmas.
The original Grinch. Okay.
I know you said to cut out the short ones, but that's still the best. Best story. It's just fun. It looks great. Yeah.
And the narration, too.
For me, Elf and then Bad Santa.
Who's the old horror movie guy who did the narration? Not Lon Chaney, but the other guy.
Vincent Price.
No.
Gosh, not Yul.
I can see him with the arched eyebrows.
Hang on.
But but that was
look it up.
That was very good. He could have been a voice, separated birth voice guy with the Tony the Tiger dude. But yeah, that was a classic. So, okay. So I think do we have a winner? Do we say Elf in the full length movie category and,
or It's a Wonderful Life, but
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas in the short animated television?
And I'm sure we're forgetting some, but you know.
I can't find who did the voice for it, believe it or not.
Well, while you look,
because it's been redone so many damn times.
No, the minute you find it, we're all going to be kicking ourselves.
Yeah, it's really kind of pissing me off. Okay, here it is. Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff.
Damn it!
I told you. In fact, I'm going to kick you.
Thank you.
Because you should have had that.
Well deserved.
Oh man, the geeks have inherited the earth.
Did I do that?
What a dork.
Does him wanting to play with us again mean that he's turning into a geek, or we're turning into cool guys?
Don't wait till Christmas to give yourself financial security. Full disclosure, Luke Nowacki has never spoken to Corey Feldman for any reason whatsoever, but he would like to talk to you because he wants to talk to you about how to plan for a better future. You can call Luke at 248-663-4748. Give our show, The Soul of Detroit, and the Drew Lane podcast a review, or Drew might stop paying his taxes and might force us out into the cold, along with Max and Cindy Lou Who and all those other people in Whoville who, you know, if the Grinch had kind of stuck with his plan, they'd all be dead. Boy, that sounded kind of dark.
Yeah,
sorry about
really
that.
Dark
Sorry, Luke. No, Luke will make it all right. But I'll tell you what he will do. He'll make it all about you, sweetheart.
248-663-4748.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc. member FINRA-SIPC.
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc. is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent.
Mosaic Wealth.
Inc.
Whatever the adventure, there's a BMW engineered to take it on. The X3 delivers a striking design with agile performance. The 100% electric i4 packed with pure electric energy. Or the plug-in hybrid X5, an impressive versatile SUV granting full control on every journey. Choose what powers your next adventure during the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers through January 2nd. Visit BMWUSA.com for details.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on chumbacasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at chumbacasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's chumbacasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm hoping this advice doesn't come to you too late, folks. Because sometimes you get a little carried away with the holidays. You want to do something special. You got a little extra time on your hands. Do not be like the family in Southern Connecticut who lost their $4 million waterside mansion after they tried to fry a turkey in their garage.
Don't we see this story every single year?
Yeah,
right?
people.
No matter how many warnings that are out there, people still just don't listen to it.
Well, that's exactly what happened. This was in a home alongside a large pond in Weston, which is a city about 65 miles southwest of Hartford, Connecticut. This is an 11-bedroom, 9.5-bath home. It's nearly 10,000 square feet, and the last time it was sold, it went for a cool $4 million. Well, I guess these titans of industry, these cake eaters, decided they're going to try something that maybe the more bourgeois among us enjoy and fry a turkey in their garage. Of course, it got out of control fast. It spread, and the whole house burned down. Firefighters said one of the problems they had fighting the fire is when they went to get some water through the hoses, somebody drove over the hoses, which made it hard for the water to go through them. So there's another safety tip.
No.
Don't drive over hoses you see in the street. But I want to keep this on a positive tip. Here's some safety tips for deep frying turkey. Fry in a large outdoor space, far from a building or anything else that could catch fire. Have a fire extinguisher handy. Make sure your vessel, meaning whatever you're cooking it in, is large enough to fit the oil and the turkey.
Overflow. Yeah, everyone forgets about the overflow.
And never deep fry a frozen turkey. Luckily, everybody got out okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I guess
all that water. Hey, before you get to room 7609, can I mention one thing, please?
No.
Yeah, a couple of other suggestions were Eyes Wide Shut and Little Women.
I like Eyes Wide Shut.
For
that was a Christmas movie. Little Women gay.
They're both kind of considered Christmas movies.
I don't know about that movie.
And this is my fault. But last year, one of the best movies I'd seen in a long time, it's also a Christmas movie. It's called The Holdovers.
Oh,
with Paul Giamatti. Where a group of kids. Did you see it?
Half of it.
Oh, it's terrific. I know it's.
I fell asleep and
it's a little literary, maybe for you, but
it's too smart.
Yeah, because Mark's kind of a dummy, right?
Dummy. No.
He couldn't get into Michigan State.
His interests were different.
I was accepted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course I was.
Maybe we didn't want you.
The Holdovers is great.
No, I was accepted.
Maybe you're waiting for $10 million.
I would have gone there if someone would have given me $10 million. Would have taken my talents there.
Maybe if our Patreon supporters can pony up some NIL money for Mark.
You didn't know that I applied there?
He can get his master's degree there. No, they purged those records.
Okay.
So
it's really easy to fill out.
He's from Columbus and he went to Michigan. Bad guy.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
But anyway, Shawn, yes, that was our Geek of the Week. Little Women and that movie about Paul Giamatti, whose dad was killed by Pete Rose. God rest his soul. Both of their souls.
See you guys.
There's an all-night party in room 7609. And you can dance together all night. You've got the time.
Time and place, Windsor. Time.
You didn't let me finish.
And place.
I had a Geek of the Week, which was Esquire's top 50 Christmas movies of all time.
But now we're in room 7609. Time and place.
Not including Elf in their top 8.
Well,
they were the Geek of the
ridiculous.
Week.
Okay.
Esquire was the real Geek of the Week, not somebody that does something every year and catch something on fire with a fucking turkey.
I thought you hated Geek of the Week.
But I had one this week, and I was trying to get it out.
Elric, don't discourage him. He's participating.
Yeah. Anyway,
as long as he participates,
there we go. That's the Geek of the Week, not including Elf.
Yeah. This will result in one more participation trophy on Shawn's shelf.
I love the fact that he's just decided that is it. Yours is dumb.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's not dumb.
People who lost their home and could have died, they don't count. But Esquire magazine, they're bad. They're bad. That's okay. Anyways, well, if you're looking for a place to celebrate, check out the Caju Cafe, which wishes you the happiest of holidays. It's the pride of the East Side where you'll find great eats, dope beats, and feather bowling. Maybe you want to have a post-holiday party. Come on, check it out. Start your week right every week with Muscle Madness on Mondays, when they also serve up some blues along with all-you-can-eat mussels. On Thursday, you'll hear Bill Meyer, group trio. Friday, it's Super Crunch, the Grateful Dead tribute band. On Saturday, Jim McCarty and Mystery Train take the stage, and you can end your holiday weekend on a high note with R.J. Spangler and James O'Donnell's All-Stars and the Leftovers Jazz Sextet. So if you're like me at my house at Thanksgiving, there are no leftovers left over for me, go get the Leftovers Jazz Sextet. And since it is the holidays, we wanted to share a special holiday-themed new wave song. So here's Devo with a little Merry Something to You.
Whether you're Christian, Muslim, or Jew, happy holidays. Any old dance that you like to do, happy holidays. Eat, bite, drink up, nibble, gobble, chew, happy holidays. Believe what you want to, nothing's really true. Happy holidays. Marry something to you. Marry something to you. Marry something to you. Marry something to you.
That is at once a compelling and disturbing video. And if you're one of our soulmates who have donated $5 a month to support the show, you can watch it as well as see our shining faces as we sit in our places.
Personally, I thought the video was better than the song.
You know what? The best part of the song?
The end?
Brevity.
It's very, very
it's a
short.
minute 24, something like that. If you really like new wave music and Christmas music, we have a special new wave Christmas episode.
Oh my God, it's the worst
produced
episode.
A few years ago.
The
you
worst
can find
episode
it
we've ever done
in our back catalog, and we always love to get your suggestions.
If you want to hear the worst episode we've ever done,
which was it?
Thanks
for listening.
What episode?
Yeah, our new wave holiday music episode. It's only because
I don't think it was
of
there.
Kim Gordon and
Sonic Youth
and Thurston Moore and whatever their group they put together for their Christmas tune. That was unlistenable. Everything else was good. There was some good Alison Moyet, and there was some good.
Do it.
I think it was the Alarm.
Don't justify it. You're making no.
But we love to get your suggestions. You can always send those to us at mlsoulofdetroit@gmail.com.
No, we really
because
would.
it is the holiday season, I have a special gift for Mark.
What is
And
this?
I'm only giving it to Mark.
This seems like a joke.
Because I think that Shawn probably already has a copy of this. When the Free Press moved to its new location, I rescued this from the heap. So, Mark.
Well, I want to say the last two gifts you have given me. One was the unlicensed Michigan shirt. That's a
Connor Stallions t-shirt.
Yeah, the Pro Connor Stallions t-shirt. And then the other one was a towel you found at the Free Press offices, which is hanging up in
That was
here.
from the second to last time we moved.
Oh, really?
We're moving a lot these days.
That's crazy.
We are on the move. We're like an irritable bowel.
Okay, so I can tell you right now it's a book. By the way, I love that you wrapped it in the comics section.
I always do that.
Or the funnies, because it reminds me of my grandma, rest in peace, grandma, who always wrapped all her gifts in the newspaper, particularly the comics section.
I save the comics.
So you're taking me back to my youth. I appreciate it.
And this will take you back a little ways too.
This better be cash, by the way.
It's as good as gold.
Is this a Michigan State book? It's a, boy, yeah. So no one took this in the move. It's Drew Sharp's book, Razor Sharp.
Razor Sharp, with a foreword by Joe Dumars. So Merry Christmas, Mark.
Thank you. I will.
And Shawn, if you didn't already have a copy, I would have given you one too.
You know what? I know a lot of people did not like Drew Sharp. Drew Sharp, I liked him. He was a very, very nice man. His persona on the air and in the paper, far different than his persona like just out and about. Really good dude. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I love Drew.
Right after he died, I'm making it all about me. Let me get this out there. I was filling in for Frank Beckman on WJR, and we had, I think, Lynn Henning on, and we were talking about Drew Sharp, and I started to get choked up because he was such a polarizing figure, but as a human being, he was an incredibly lovely and gracious
yes, he was.
man,
Sweetheart.
and people missed that. And a couple episodes ago, I read a piece that I attributed to Carlos Menares saying, I'm gratuitously objectionable, and that's kind of what I do to keep sports writing interesting. That wasn't Carlos. It was a guy who wrote for The Athletic, writing about things where he took sports myths and kind of, pissed on them. But I did think that guy put into writing what I kind of wonder if goes through Carlos's head, which is, I need to keep people's attention. I need to stir the pot. I need to make this interesting. So I am going to take the opposite side on every argument and just get people excited. I think Drew Sharp was kind of the king of that, but he also was a very brave man. He was a very proud Wolverine, but he was never shy about giving the gears to the Wolverines when they had it coming. So he was unflinching. And anyways, Merry Christmas, Mark.
Thank you for thinking of me.
And you guys, I saw chipped in and got me nothing.
What do you get the man that has everything?
Did get you guys bikes one time, but that's okay. That's all right. And T-shirts whenever I go.
Well, you're the straw that stirs his drink.
You're the benefactor.
You're the money guy.
No.
You're the boss. You're the benefactor.
My cup runneth over. No, and I'm a bad gift receiver.
You're a manager.
Don't put me in that position.
I got you this book by Drew Sharp.
Oh, did you? Is it signed?
You're the CEO.
Signed. Okay. So we love hearing from you. Please shoot us a message at mlsoulofdetroit@gmail.com. Maybe your New Year's resolution is to help support this show because we're struggling with sponsors. We do love it when you send us money. That's Mark's favorite gift.
It's everyone's favorite gift.
I should have probably remembered that when I was out shopping. But you can donate by going to mlsoulofdetroit.com. There's a donate button. You can give a donation via PayPal or Venmo. What we really prefer is that you become a member of the Soulmates and that you sign up for our Patreon supporters group. You can support us for just a couple bucks a month. For as little as $5 a month, you get a bonus episode that's exclusive to Soulmates. You get this show before anybody else does. You don't have the annoying insertion ads in there, and you get to watch the show. And next month, after the holidays, we will be welcoming back Erica Erickson, and we'd like to keep her a part of the show. And your donations help with that.
We will be off next week, back in January 7th.
So we may have maybe we'll have that Christmas music episode.
No, I'm not subjecting the audience to that again.
I can do that? Okay. But we might have
There's 5 Tuesdays in December this month, so we can get away with doing our 4.
Let somebody get you a calendar for Christmas, too? Oh, there's Shawn with a little holiday cheer. There he goes. He's off to... He's off to offer a Geek of the Week to the world.
Gotta go place Bad Santa somewhere.
Oh, well, he's got the hat for it. He's got the hat for it.
Merry Christmas, Shawn. Happy holidays, all that good stuff.
Merry Christmas, y'all. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And until then, Cyrus will do one last service this year by taking us out.
Can you dig that?
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Light the candle.
Merry Christmas, bitches! Right down the chimney, folks! Yeah!
Greatest podcast ever. Hashtag open bar.
Who are you saying that to?
Everyone in Detroit.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. Everybody needs some variety in life. That's what I love about Chumba Casino. They know how to keep things fresh and exciting. All their games are free to play, like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire. You can claim free daily login bonuses, too. And they release new games every week. So spice things up with ChumbaCasino.com now for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Whatever the adventure, there's a BMW engineered to take it on. The X3 delivers a striking design with agile performance. The 100% electric i4 packed with pure electric energy. Or the plug-in hybrid X5, an impressive, versatile SUV granting full control on every journey. Choose what powers your next adventure during the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers through January 2nd. Visit BMWUSA.com for details.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.